Have you lost yourself? Are you so absorbed in your career, or have you gotten so absorbed in a relationship, or just the daily grind of duties and responsibilities that you've lost sight of who you are and what you really want for your life? Are you caught in a world of performance or achievement or of chasing worldly success and trying to make life work for you in that striving so that you can be better than him or have more than her or measure up? But better what? And more of what? And what's that costing you? Your health? Your relationships? Your joy? Your peace? Your soul? Have you stopped doing the things that really used to give you pleasure? Do you crave more of life, but you feel numb or overwhelmed or exhausted, and you just feel like life's passing you by? But you've let yourself go because you just don't like your life and you feel stuck. When you get into this place, is the underlying thread in all of this is because you just haven't you're not stepping into your brilliance, the fullness of you. For whatever reason, you've just put something or someone ahead of your own needs and your own desires. And maybe you've gotten distracted or off course somewhere along your journey. And it's not right or wrong. And it's not judgment and it's not shame that we need to be heaping on ourselves. We don't need to be beating ourselves up. We just need to be aware of it and have compassion for ourselves in it. And now that we recognize what's going on, we can pick ourselves up and take some action towards a new and improved life, towards recovering ourselves. Because we aren't meant to play small, and we weren't created to sit on the sidelines watching the game of life. Life contracts as we contract. We all have gifts that we bring into the world. We all have a story. We all have value. And we can positively contribute by owning our value and owning our story and often sharing our story and using it for the highest good of all in the world. And it isn't selfish to let ourselves shine and to bring out the best in ourselves. When we do that, we do step into our brilliance. We step into the fullness of who we are and who we're created to be so that we can beautify the world in a whole new way. And then it gives other people permission and even inspiration to do the same and to step into their brilliance. It takes courage to live out of your best you, your truest self, to live life in all of your fullness. And today I'm going to talk with you about 6 ways to recover yourself and your life when you feel stuck or you feel lost. And the first one is reconnect with yourself. Take time to connect with your heart and to acknowledge your feelings. Know that you can't ever climb out of that hole that you feel so stuck in if you try to ignore and suppress your feelings. You've got to get to know yourself again. And to get to know yourself again, you've got to walk through a little bit of that darkness. You've got to walk through a little bit of that fear, not avoid it. And you might not see the point right now, and it may just feel like the worst thing ever. But to get anywhere in life, you've got to become aware of who you are and how you're feeling and why you're feeling the way that you are. Your emotions tell you a lot about your current situation, and they often become the biggest catalyst for change. So when you feel lost, it's important to connect deep within yourself. Get still and quiet. And listen to your feelings. Your intuition always serves your highest good. You've just got to learn how to tap into it. So stop and get quiet and still for just a moment. And listen to your heart. Place your hand over your heart and settle into your chair and take a few deep breaths. And just relax. Listen to what your heart's saying. Is it starving for nourishment? Are you empty and you need refilling? Are you craving real life? The second thing is honor yourself. Honor your needs. Honor your feelings. At some point in life, all of us lose touch with who we are and our feelings in some manner or another. And the key to finding ourselves once again is to believe in ourselves and to know that we have everything in us and that you have everything in you that you need in order to thrive in life. Remember, the most important relationship you have is with yourself. And as much as you try to run from yourself, you can't. Because you're all you have in the end. And so learning how to trust your inner voice and your intuition goes a whole long way in finding yourself again. Ask yourself these 2 questions. What do I need and want more of in my life? And what do I need and want more or want less of in my life? And then listen to what your heart really says and begin to honor that. Third, change something up in your routine. Change doesn't happen by staying in the bubble of comfort or the security or in that all where everything's so familiar. It feels a little bit safe and secure, but oftentimes that's the last place that we grow. And as contradicting as it sounds, you can easily lose yourself in that mundane, familiar, safe, comfortable place. You begin to lose touch with your spirit and what makes you truly come alive. We all need some variety in our life, and we need new and different activities and new routines, and it helps us reinvent ourselves constantly and live more of the life that we want to live. So decide to do something different in your routine and start small. Just start somewhere. 4th, remember what you love doing and do more of it or begin doing it again. Do you remember the last time you had fun? Do you remember the last time you belly laughed? What about the last time you played? Do you remember when things felt easy and in flow? And it was likely because you were fully living out of your spirit, out of your heart. You were tapping into your passion, into the essence of who you are. But as we grow up, we stop living in the moment. We stop being present. We stop having fun and playing. And we lose sight of how amazing life can be because we begin to just feel burdened and weighed down by the responsibilities and the duties. But it's time to reconnect again and find what it is you love. And not live out of those mundane, familiar responsibilities with nothing to break that up. We've got to reconnect with who we are and what we love and begin to take action on that. No excuses about not having enough money. No excuses about not having time or energy. No excuses about not having the resources or a babysitter or no one to do it or anyone to do it with. Make a commitment to do what you love and watch your life change before your very eyes. Begin doing one thing every day that nourishes your soul, that brings you joy, that breathes life into you. Remember what makes you happy. Get outside, get some fresh air, go for a walk, play with your dog, go for a walk with your dog, get around water, go to the gym, yoga, work in the garden, or any activity that brings a smile to your face. Simply doing these little things can begin to make your heart happy, little bit by little bit, and begin to bring the joy and the passion back into your life instead of the hopelessness that's creeped in. 5, it's time to dispel that negative thinking and speaking patterns, and that's a choice. The easiest way that we start feeling hopeless and stuck is when we begin to reinforce that with our thinking, with our negative thinking and our negative speaking. That voice inside your head that tells you you can't accomplish something and you won't ever find your way out and it'll always be like this. It's lying to you. And we're afraid to let that go. But we need to begin to feed our soul. We need to begin to breathe in the good and breathe out the bad and replace those negative thoughts with positive ones. Remember, you have the power to be, have, and do anything that you desire. And sometimes the feeling of feeling lost is all-consuming. And you forget that you choose what you think, and you choose your actions, and you choose your responses, and you choose how you feel. And that you are given the amount of power that you need to be able to create the life that you desire. And you have the answers inside of you that you need. We just got to tap into them. So whether you use affirmations, a mantra, speaking God's word, the truth, it's a powerful truth. God used His creative power of His spoken word to create everything in the universe. And you have that same power inside of you in your spoken word. So what are you creating with your words? What are you creating with your thoughts? It's important to focus on beauty and positivity and the joy around you and the power and the wisdom within you that is available to you. Begin each day with a couple of positive affirmations that speak truth and that put things into perspective and help you get rid of those nagging thoughts and negative thought patterns. 6, ask for help. Reach out and seek guidance. You don't have to figure all this out on your own. And sometimes just having somebody to chat with and help blow open your perspective and change things and shift things for you and help you see something that you can't see for yourself is really all you need. You just need that insight to be able to, or sometimes the support and encouragement to be able to move forward in a different way. Whether it's a life coach or a counselor or a friend. Be open to the guidance and the tools and the wisdom that comes your way. Also, tell God exactly how you feel and ask Him to show up. Ask Him to blow open your perspective. Ask Him to shift things around. Ask Him to provide new opportunities and open doors supernaturally and pour out resources. He will respond. He is who He says He is, and He will do what He says He's going to do. Stay open and willing to see what He wants you to know and ask Him and watch how He moves in that. If you're relating to this message and you're struggling with feeling lost, I'd love and be happy to help you and recover life and create the life that you want so that you can begin to live out of your best self and live the life that you really want to be living. You can contact me here on Facebook, or you can email me at connie@conniejonescoaching.com, or schedule a free consultation on my website at conniejonescoaching.com. And make sure you sign up for my weekly Heart Sparks while you're there, and weekly inspiration, and any other videos that you want to download that are previous to this one. Your best self and the life that you want are right in front of you. They're right there, and they're waiting on you to choose them. Is today the day? You decide.